This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. Folks, two NBA stars requested trades at the beginning of the month, and they are still part of their respective teams. One player in particular, is digging his toes 10 toes deep. He's not messing around. And he's done it before. I titled this Long Beard Don't Care. The James Harden dilemma continues in Philly. Another state, another city, another team. Same old James. Let's analyze. James Harden loves to have a good time. If you follow James Harden, you see him all the time in France, partying and all this stuff. He's definitely making the best of his NBA money and his time for sure. But he did come out and he made a comment. First of all, Daryl Morey came out and he was like, remember what he said a few days ago? They want to build, by the way, I'm talking Philly, and I'm in my orange and blue. I'll mention the Knicks. Don't worry, Knicks fans. Well, we got something to talk about, Evan Fournier. Yeah, James Harden is a guy who, he's been moved around a lot. He has. And usually when you're traded a lot, a few things factor in. Either you're really good, or yeah, that's true, but you also are a very big migraine. You are a headache. That's what James Harden is, who's going to be 34. What is it, on August 26th? He had a cryptic message when I'm like, is it really so cryptic, though? James Harden gets the quote of the day. He says, "Been comfortable for so long, it's time to get uncomfortable." I heard that and I was like, uh-oh. Where was, and he said this back in, he did this with Houston, right? Remember when he was with Houston? He said he wanted to get traded. And they're like, well, he's just going to, honor his contract and play and all of this. No. James Harden, not so fast. I don't think so. Remember what he did? James Harden he's going to play nice, and then he's going to do what he wants. Come in late. Remember what he did to poor Houston? He gained weight. I mean, he started doing everything. James is like, oh, you're not going to trade me? No problem. Let me get some ribs. Let me not work out. And James was being a real pain. For real. James Harden was being a thorn. Yes, he was. And he finally got moved. And then the thing was, you see James Harden and you're like, and I looked on his Instagram, he looks like he's keeping in shape, and obviously he's trying to get another contract. So he looks like he's keeping in shape. Doesn't look like he gained weight, which is good. Hopefully he does the right thing, but he said, look, he warned, he sent a message. Daryl Morey, you are on the clock. This is your former, that was your former guy. Now they're not playing so well in the sandbox, folks. What is going to happen? I mean, I get it. He wants to get traded. And what did he do, right? He averaged, let's see, let's take a look. Well, first off, let's take a trip down memory lane real quick. James Harden, for those who are wondering, he's about to be traded for the 5th time. If he's moved. All right? Let's take a trip down memory lane, right? He most recently, Oklahoma City, 2009 to 2012. Yeah. Then he got moved to Houston. He was there from 2012 to 2021. Loved it there until he didn't. Then he moved to Brooklyn for half a second, 2021, 2022. And then he's been in Philly since 2022. And he's trying to bounce. So I think Philly is in a very, very difficult spot, right? Because you've got two stubborn people, right? Daryl Morey already said two days ago. He's now saying, I got to placate to the real star here. I got to placate to the troll, Joel Embiid, who's 29 years old. He's in his prime, and he's the MVP. It's no longer James Harden, who's going to be 34, former MVP and all. It's no longer him. He's got to make sure Joel is happy, right? And he said, we're going to move James, but we're only going to move him. We will only move him if we get something of substance or whatever. Good luck to Daryl Morey, because you created a monster. You created a monster. Yes, you did. James Harden is not. He's basically saying, oh, you want the Houston Harden at the end to come out, huh? You know, not coming to practice. Here's the thing. James Harden was a knucklehead on his way out of Houston, but he's in the right. Daryl Morey has the backing of Philly. You want to pull that in Philly, James? Really? I don't think so. I don't think he wants to cause havoc. I know it's this is coming back. It stems back from money, but yeah, I don't know if he wants to. This is going to get messy. Is basically what James Harden said. This thing is going to be a mess if he's not moved. And teams better stay far away. You know, the OKCs who have draft picks of the world, do they try to get in? Everybody pencils in the Knicks. The Knicks can finally get another guy. I don't want him here. I don't want him here. James Harden is a headache. He's a headache. And it's time to move on. But where is he going to go? That's my question. I get it. He's like, oh, this and that. But do you think the Clippers are going to trade Paul George? I almost said CP3. But you think they're going to trade Paul George? Not doing that. Not doing that. And James Harden now wants to go play with, he wants to reunite and form Voltron and play with Russell Westbrook. I mean, this guy he's got to do some soul searching. Right now, I get it. It's about the money, right? But you're about to be traded to your fifth team. And I knew it too. I was like, he's not going to like Philly. He's not going to like Philly because it's Joel Embiid's team. It's not going to work out. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. But he's not happy. Joey's not happy. I mean, Joey. James is not happy. And why did I say Joey? I was going to say Joel Embiid, right? How does this affect? They better fix this, because Joel Embiid, I know he's trolling and all, but I'm sure he's looking at this like this is not what I want to see. This is definitely not what Joel Embiid wants to see. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Daryl Morey handles this. Very, very interesting. But, you know, he tried to say, you know, whether he remains or not. And James Harden caught whim of that and like, whether I stay. Let's do what they do nowadays. Let's air our laundry out for the world, for social media. He basically said with that cryptic message, I'm not coming back. So going to be very interesting to see. I mean, the season doesn't start for another 2 months or so, right? So, well, 2.5, right? Early October, right? So we'll see what happens. But there's another disgruntled NBA player. His name is Evan Fournier. And he basically said that, I'm paraphrasing, it was disgusting playing here. And, you know, Tibbs was not nice, man. Tibbs was not nice, did not handle the situation well. And look, this is the track record of Tom Thibodeau, right? And I looked back at it and I said, you know what? Evan Fournier was actually a class act and handled it very well. Handled it very, very well how he was being treated by Tom Thibodeau. Now, in all fairness to Tom Thibodeau, he sat him down. He said, "You're out of the rotation, and we're going in a different direction." It's his right? Especially if you hear that Tom Thibodeau was possibly looking at being fired in December, early January. He was worried about his job. You got to do what you got to do. And when you have a job, it's a results-driven situation, right? Are you producing? Are you doing what the company is paying you to do? Simple as that. Unfortunately, look, Fournier is the Knicks' leading three-point shooter. He passed John Starks 2 seasons ago, but he can't guard a cold. He's not a good defender. So that is the problem. But at the same time, I get it. Tibbs had to do to protect his job, his status, and getting this team turned around. But he has a track record with this team of guys not, of rubbing them the wrong way, being kind of disrespectful. I was surprised that he did that to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, he said he and Derrick Rose were looking at each other like, what's going on? The fact of the matter is you can't play everybody. And unfortunately, Evan Fournier it was not working defensively. It was not working. Derrick Rose, it was not working. So I get why Tibbs did what he had to do. It's unfortunate. But I guess when you're in a position of management, you've got to make tough decisions. And I think at this point, the Knicks are run by Leon Rose are a fair organization. You see how they looked out for Obi. They sent him over to Indiana for 2 first-round picks. I mean, this is reminiscent, again, of Rod Strickland and Mark Jackson. And I don't know what's going to happen here. I told you I wanted Randall out. I get it. He's the all-star, but he's also the headache, right? When his mind is not right, which is a lot. At certain points in the year, this season, you're going to see the bad Randall come out with his nasty attitude. Hopefully he's changed. But, this is what you've got to make tough decisions. It's as simple as that. But we're going to see, folks. We're going to see. I think Fournier gets moved. I think he's been a class act. I think he gets moved, and I think he will get his wish. But the Knicks will only do it if it works out because he has an expiring contract. So, on va voir. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, Kemba is back, folks. Nah. The 33-year-old is heading to AS Monaco. He's going to play in Europe. Kemba, 33 years young, your knee is shot. You're done. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you're watching. Folks, if you're not subscribed, please do. Please like, please share. And you see that notification bell, please click on that. That will let you know whenever I drop another video. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend. And as always, à tout à l'heure.